Hello and good evening, everyone. Hello. I hope you're all doing well tonight. How's everyone doing? So tonight I do have Brianna here with me. Brianna is in the background. She will be posting some links for you in the comments. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. She can pop them up on the screen and then I can answer them for you. If we happen to miss your question, don't worry, I'll come back and answer them after. So hello and good evening. So tonight, what are we talking about on Monday Night Live? We're talking about matins. Matins from PaperArtsy. I'm going to be talking about those. Can't believe I haven't done a Monday Night Live with these yet. We are also going to be working with, just going to grab them here, Stampers Anonymous Stamps and Stencils. So that is our demo deal also for today and tomorrow. 25% off matins, 25% off Stampers Anonymous Stamps and Stencils. So before we get started, I do want to say we are going to have a giveaway. Oh, Brianna, just so you know, your chat is in the private chat. I don't know if she can hear me. Her chat's coming up just only so I can see it. So we'll get that fixed. Okay, so I'd like to do a giveaway. Yeah, Brianna's here. She'll have to pop over to the live chat. So there we go. Hopefully she joins us. We're going to do a giveaway. So what this does, and StreamYard. Okay, Brianna just texted me. She's having some technical difficulties. So okay. Well, Brianna's here, but I don't know if she's going to be able to help me out. Oh my gosh. We tried to check all the things before we went live and we didn't. Let me just check here just to see what she's telling me. Okay. She says she'll figure it out. Okay, good. So we're going to do a giveaway. I like to do a giveaway during Monday Night Live. We've been doing this for a few weeks. It's a lot of fun. And right now, StreamYard, which is the streaming service that I'm using, is collecting your... As a matter of fact, it is. As a matter of fact, it is. Because if you didn't know, Dina Wakley went on sale at the store today. I have had a bit of a day. And scheduling Monday Night Live on the same day as Dina Wakley. And yeah, we're going to have fun tonight. I have nothing prepared. It's going to be flying by the seat of my pants. So currently, right now, StreamYard is collecting your comments. Excuse me. StreamYard is collecting your comments. At the end of my live, this is not wine, by the way, this is water. At the end of my live, we're going to be running the giveaway tool, and it's going to flip through all of your comments, and it's going to choose one of you lucky viewers, live viewers. Thanks, Brianna. I'm going to go back and, one technical difficulty, and it just throws me completely off my game. At the end of the live, I'm going to run the giveaway tool. It's going to flip through all of your comments, and it will choose one of you as our winner. So what I'm going to do, let me flip over to my overhead camera. Let me do that. We'll start talking about matins. Sorry, just need to move there we go. That's perfect. Okay, what are matins? Hang on, I'm just going to get a little bit closer. There we go. Okay, what are matins? Well, if you are familiar with PaperArtsy, let me get out of here. They have a bunch of glazes. This is the matte glaze. Okay. So it is a glaze. You can mix it with their paints, turn their paints into glazes. These are also have adhesive properties to them. So what PaperArtsy did last year, what Leandra did, is she thought, let's take our glaze and mix a tint into it. And Mattints were born. Currently, there are 8 colors of Mattints. It looks like 9, but I have 2 of the same one. There are currently 8 colors of Mattints. You know, if I would have been on my game, I probably could have put these in order. That's not a great order, but there we go. To put a tint in their glaze. So these do have adhesive properties. I have used these on different demos that I've done at the store and in Explore classes where I've shown you how to use these with the collage paper. I'm not going to be using it with collage paper tonight. I'm going to do something a little bit different. And so these are great. There are 8 colors. So when we do the giveaway, one of you is going to get a matint. You're going to be able to pick your own color of matint. Now, if you're saying, but I have all 8 colors, what if I win? Well, if you're our winner and you have the lovely supply of matte tints and you don't need another matint, we're going to let you choose one of the Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz stencils. Okay, so there you go. So whoever the winner is, don't worry, we'll contact you and we'll get all that information from you. So there are 8 colors. And what I'm going to do, let me move this out of the way. I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I'm going to swatch these out for you. So you can see what they look like. Okay, so this is Glow. There we go. Glow. That is a gorgeous yellow color. Stunning. So let me just swatch this one out. Oh, there was obviously something on that paintbrush. I am so bad. I grabbed these out of my, we're going to flip that over, pretend that didn't happen. I did Explore on Saturday, and I obviously did not wash that brush. I'm just going to take that brush and put it right in the water so I don't do that again. Okay, so here is Glow. So it is a gorgeous yellow color. Absolutely gorgeous. There you go. That's Glow. So you can see these are very translucent. Extremely translucent. Aren't those gorgeous? You wipe that off. Let's do Squeezed, which is a gorgeous yellow color. I'm just going to put a little bit on my brush. I think I said yellow. I meant orange. There we go. So we've got Glow and we have Squeezed. This one is called The Pink. The Pink. And if you have any questions, like I said, Brianna is here. Hopefully she can grab your questions and put them on the screen for me. If not, I will try and get to them. There is The Pink, and I've gone over top of the Squeeze so you can see how it changes the color. Wiping these off. Let's do Jam. Let's do Jam. So you can see what that looks like next to the pink. So there's Jam. Oops, I'm behind on your comments. Oh, Brianna can't comment. Can you try a sample painting on cello tape? On cello tape? Question above. Cello tape? Like, do you mean like Scotch tape? I would. I don't have any Scotch tape. Okay, so that one, let's do one of the blues. I don't have any Scotch tape with me. Okay, so this one is Dragonfly. And look what happens when I put it over top of the pink. Look at that great in-between color I get. Packing tape? I'm just looking around my craft room. I don't know if I have packing tape. You guys have packing tape in your craft room for when Tim's stickers are sold out? Oh, I do have those coming. I did order them. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look how gorgeous that background is. Okay, so let's do the other blue. This one is called Shark. I will let you know, I've talked to Leandra, and there are Matint colors, more Matint colors this year. I'm so excited. So there we go. There is Shark. It's like a blue-gray color. It's a very beautiful blue-gray color. Absolutely gorgeous. I am obsessed with that. I am obsessed. I might actually use this during my demo tonight. Wasn't planning on doing it. This is, like I said, it's been a little do they adhere to transparency? You know, they probably would, because they are sorry, just completely lost my train of thought. They are glaze and they have adhesive properties. So I'm going to say yes, but, and this is the last color. This color is green. And that one is called Fern. Hi, everyone. Hello. Okay. There we go. So there are the current colors of Matint. So this is actually from one of my, I'm going to be using my gel plate tonight. This is actually one of the acetates from my gel plate. So let me just put some on there. This isn't the cleanest acetate, let me just say. Okay, let me just set that aside. I'm going to let that set that aside, let that dry. Okay, perfect. So there you go. Those are your 8 colors of Mattints. I'm just going to set this aside. We're going to let those dry while I just show you a few more techniques, and then we'll come back. Clean up my mess. Here we go. Okay, so I told you that I have done, yep. Oh, Nutty. Oh, I didn't do Nutty. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness you're here, Julie. Holy macaroni. Thankfully you're here. Yeah, I've got Nutty. I am nutty. I feel very nutty tonight. Let me just say that. I'm just going to say that out loud. Okay, and Nutty is the brown color. Okay, that's that one right there. So let's put that on here. That actually works out well. I was able to finish this piece of paper. And the 3 colors that I finished off with work really well together because they're more of that. Oh, that's pretty too. Yeah, that's gorgeous. So this one is Shark, Fern, and Nutty. Look how gorgeous those look like. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now that we've gone through all the colors, let me set that one aside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a few techniques, not just Mattints. I'm also going to be bringing in some other paint, but let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be doing actually a few techniques that I saw Joe Firth Young use. Yes, every time Julia makes a mistake, everyone take a sip. We're going to turn this into a drinking game. How fun would that be? I don't think that would be very fun at all. Okay, so if you saw Jofie's demo the day after her release in May, she did a live demo. And it was, I watched it. I've actually watched it a few times. And I'm like, oh, Monday Night Live drinking game. You know, that could go 100 ways wrong. Yeah. So I thought I'd do some of those same techniques because I thought they were really cool. So if you missed it, I'm only going to be touching on a few. So if you missed it, go back and watch Joe's. It's on PaperArtsy People, I believe. I'm going to be using gold, and it looks like that one might have separated a little bit. I'm going to leave my golds upside down. Maybe I'll start with copper. Let's start with copper. I'm going to bring in one of my well-used gel plates. I have it on one of my dilution stamping blocks. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jennifer. I've got a long day tomorrow, so yeah, got to take it easy. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of the copper PaperArtsy metallic paint on there. Going to grab my brayer. Might need a little bit more, but I'm going to take this stencil. This is one of the stencils that you can save 25% off on. This is Cutout Shapes 2. So I'm going to lay that down on my card front. And I'm going to take my gel plate and we are going to put it over top. And I'm just going to press that paint, that metallic paint, through the stencil. Okay, just going to give that. There we go. So that is that copper metallic paint through the stencil. Really cool background, really easy, super fast. Ooh. I'm going to wipe this up before it dries. Now, depending on where you live, PaperArtsy paints dry super fast. So if you were in a super dry climate like we are here, it's not super dry today because we've had a lot of rain in the last few days. But if you live in a drier climate, your PaperArtsy paints will dry super fast. Super, super fast. I'm also going to wipe this off. My brayer. If you live in a higher humidity area, they are going to dry fast, but it might just take slightly longer. But they do dry super fast. Like, that's dry already. Yeah. Yeah, that is super dry. Okay, so I am going to... I thought I'd do a second pull on this one. Dry, darn you, dry. Let's try and do one. It might not be dry enough and this might crash and burn on me, but let's see. How's our water shortage? Well, it's not over yet. They told us today that stampede's going on, whether or not we like it or not. So it's probably still going to be another 2 to 4 weeks, 3 to 5 weeks before things get back to normal. I'll have you know, I've got a couple of buckets out in my yard catching rainwater right now. So that's fun. Okay. So let's see if we can press this out. Let's see if we can get a second print. Let's just say 3 to 5 more weeks. Yeah. Which will take us right through to Stampede and after. Ooh. Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, I'm going to set that aside with my Mattints prints over there. Give this a quick wipe. Okay, so let's bring this back in. So I'm going to take Mattints, and like I said, Mattints are translucent. So what I'm going to do, let me see, what color would look good with that? What should we do? Let's do Dragonfly. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me put a little bit of Dragonfly on there. Doesn't show up too well on here because, like I said, it is translucent. Okay, so I've got my you can hardly even see it on there. Maybe it's got a slighter shade of blue on there. Now, what I'm going to do is I don't want this to fill up my card. So I'm actually going to lay this on top. And I'm going to just take some paper towel and I'm going to just dab off some of the edge. Let's just dab off some of that edge. Gotta work fast. I can already see it drying on there. And now I've laid a layer of Matint over top of that. That is fun. Oh, I love it. That's so much fun. But because it's translucent, you can see everything underneath it. Now, let me hang on a moment. I'm going to clean that one off, set it aside. I've got a round. There we go. Also got a round one. I'm going to set this aside for a moment. We are going to do some stamping. We are going to get to the stamps. Just give them a second. I'm going to do, that feels like a lot. Hang on. Now, if you are using the Mattints with your brayer, like I said, this is an adhesive glaze. Don't let it dry. I always try and wipe it off right away. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so here's another piece of paper. I'm going to do some spots on my card background. We're going to do some spots. You know what? And I don't even care that it's not perfect because we're going to come back in with some stamping. Let's change up the color. Hey, Denal, how are you? Okay, let's do Dragonfly. You have to watch. These glazes or Mattints, I should say, are very liquidy. So you have to be really careful when you're squeezing them out. Okay, let's do one down here. Oop. There we go. I've got a couple of dots there. That does not want to stick. I haven't used this round one in a while. Wipe that off and let's do glow. Let's do glow here. Glow. So you can see I'm creating kind of this circle effect there. Very cool. And let me do, let's do squeeze. That's the orange one. I don't use my circle gel plate enough. I really don't. And they're fabulous for making focal points on cards. Don't use it enough. I used to use it a lot, but not recently. How fun is that? Oh, that's fun. Okay, so I've got the Mattints down. Let me cleaning that up. Let me grab another. Nope, not that one. I don't want to use that one. Okay, so since I use my circle gel plate, I'm going to bring in this circle stencil. This is also one that you can get on sale today. This is called Spots. Spots. And let's use, oh, do you know what? Gonna need to dry this. And Julia wasn't smart. Julia has not unpacked since her class on the weekend, and my heat tool is still in my bag on the other side of the room. Tell ya, you know, everyone, if you've got an alcoholic drink, now's the time to do it. Julia's not prepared. Okay, I am going to take, this is the gold metallic paint. And again, one of my favorite paints, and I haven't used it in a good long time, which means I'm going to have to give it, I'm just going to give it just a bit of a stir, just so I can make sure it's all mixed. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. I love this stencil. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to put some gold paint on my gel plate. There we go. Let's use our brayer. Just going to turn this to the side, lay my stencil on there. And I'm going to take this gel plate, lay it over top, and give that a push. Look at when I push on it. Can you see the circles in there? That's so fun. And now I've got some gold circles on there. How fun is that? Oh my gosh. Normally I'm not too concerned about cleaning stencils, but with this paint, I like to. I'm actually going to set this one aside. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to let that dry. We'll try and do a second pull off it. But look how fun that is. That is so much fun. So I'm going to set this aside. Like I said, I forgot to plug in my heat tool from the weekend. So we're going to let that dry. And now what I'm going to do, actually, maybe I will bring this back in. Pretty dry. Okay, let's leave that. I will come back to it in a minute. So I've shown you the matins. You can put them on a gel plate, which is really fun. But another fun thing you can do, clean up my brayer there, is you can just brush them on. So I'm going to grab one of my Dina Wakley brushes, and I'm going to grab let's grab I'm going to grab Peach Nectar. So one of my favorite things about this is because the matins are translucent, they will allow whatever color you use underneath to show through. So I'm going to, let me just put some Peach Nectar on my work surface. I'm going to pick that up. Now, for those of you who have never taken any of my classes, you're probably going, what is she doing? Trust me. Trust the process, people. There we go. Okay. Do you know what? I can't not craft without my heat tool. Sorry. This will just take me a minute to plug it in. Hang on. A crafter, especially a mixed media lover, without a heat tool is just stupid. Okay, I'm back. like I said, PaperArtsy paints dry super fast. So I'm going to bring in now the pink and squeezed. Okay. Hey, Carolyn. Okay, let me grab this and let me grab another brush. Here we go. Grab a brush, dry that one off. I'm going to, whoa, see how fast? I don't have to squeeze it. I don't know why I constantly squeeze it. Don't have to squeeze it because it's really super runny. Okay, so this is peach nectar. So I'm going to come in and I'm not going to put it over the entire thing. I'm only going to put it in spots because I want you to see what happens. Okay, now let's pick up some cerise and kind of use that to fill in. Let's try a little bit more of the squeezed. There we go. And a little bit more cerise. Okay, so remember how that started with the peach nectar that I just painted on the back, and take a look at that now. And that was putting on 2 Mattints. That was the pink and the squeezed over top of the peach nectar. So that's the 3 that I have done there. Okay, take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me give that a quick dry. I love that. But you don't have to stop at one layer. You don't have to stop at one layer. The more layers of the Mattints you put on, the richer the colors are going to get. Now I'm just going to come in. I covered the entire thing with Mattints over top of that paint layer. Now I'm going to come in and kind of repeat what I did with the paint and only do it in spots. And what you're going to see is where I'm placing the second layer of Mattints, it's going to get a deeper, richer color because I'm putting on a second layer. Okay, so I didn't cover the entire thing. I only did it in spots. And now let's give that a dry. And just look at how gorgeous. It just keeps getting more and more gorgeous. Now, I've got to clean up my mess because I am going to start getting this all over the place. Okay, now what else can you do? Well, you can stamp with Mattints. So this is one of the stamp sets that I'm going to use. This one is called Creative Blocks. And just like in the title, it is all separate blocks, but I'm actually not going to separate them. Nope, I'm not going to separate them. I'm actually going to put the Mattints on here, and then we're going to put a press of them onto the card of the Mattints. So let's use, oh, I don't know. Do I want to use glow? What do I want to use? Maybe I'll use jam. Let's use jam. So what I'm going to do, remember I said this is runny. Let's just brayer some on. Said you have to work quick. You have to work quick. Oh yeah, purple. That's Brianna's favorite color. Now you might have a hard time seeing it on there. It'll probably show up once it's dry a little bit better. Maybe purple wasn't the best choice. Let me clean off this stamp. I think what I'm going to do, let's do this a little bit different. Let's bring this in. Is that dry? It is dry. Okay, let me do a quick pull on this, get it off, and then we can use this. Just going to use peach nectar. So this is that gold paint I let dry on there. Okay, and let me grab another card. Let's see what kind of a press we get. Yeah, I was thinking of using Dragonfly. I think that'll look a little bit better. Ooh, that's a great pull. Okay. So that's that golden peach nectar that I just pulled off my plate. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. That's fun. Okay, that's going to go over there in the, I'll do something with that later pile. I'm just going to take some of this gold and peach off. There we go. Let's try Dragonfly. Dragonfly. Yeah, let's do that one. We'll see if this one works. Oops, not the right one. Dragonfly. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my stamp set. I'm just going to lay it on the gel plate to pick up the matint. And then let's lay it on. That worked out a little bit better. Oh, that's pretty. That's gorgeous. Let me give that a dry. You can see it stamped on there. Now, because this is a glaze, this will now resist anything else you put on top of it. I'm not going to do anything with that, but just so you know, because it's a glaze, it will work as a resist, which is also really cool. Okay, wipe this up. We're going to do another stamping technique. This time I'm not going to cover the entire card. We're just going to do, let me bring this in. Let me bring this in and, oh. There we go. Let's do that. Okay, this time I am going to brayer on. Let's brayer on glow. I'm going to use my small brayer because I want to have a little bit more control. Here we go. So this is glow. Just going to pick that up on my brayer. And I'm just going to brayer it on my background. Just kind of back and forth. I'm not going to the edges. There we go. And I didn't want to make it solid. So I do have a bit of a border around the entire thing. Give this a dry. I'm going to bring back in my round gel plate, and this time haha, just jokes. I'm going to use this stamp. I haven't used this one either. This one looks interesting. This one is called Crochet Trims. Let me pull that out. So they all come together, but they do separate. Which one do I want to use? Let's use this one. I'm going to put it on my another Dylusion stamp block that I have. Okay. This time, let's use pink. And let's brayer that on. Let's pick up the ink. Tap that a few times. There we go. And there you go. How do they work with a word background stamp? Oh, well, let's try, shall we, Carolyn? Ask and you shall receive. Let me just do a couple more of these trims on here in different colors. I do want to add a little bit more in here, so just give me a moment. Let me add those, and then I'll grab a word stamp. I'm sure I've got one around here somewhere. I'm going to use the same stamp. This time, let's add a little, this is Dragonfly again. Again, let's pick up. Just going to tap that a little bit on there. And I'm going to, let's change it around. Ooh, that's fun. And let's do there. You can see that. Oh, I have put my paintbrush in my coffee before. That was a sad day, let me tell you. Went to pick up my coffee and there's a paintbrush in it. That's never good. Okay, let me find, hang on. I'm sure I've got one around here somewhere. Okay, I happen to have this one close by. So this is a Tracy Scott one. So let's use this one. It's this one out of here, and let's see what happens. And you know what? If it crashes and burns, let's grab this one out and we can try that one. Now, I do want to say with these, and I haven't tried it myself. Here, this one right here. These skinny ones, you can actually turn them. So if you wanted to stamp it on a card and you want to make like a party banner, you can actually turn them and then stamp them like that. You don't have to do them straight. What? That's fun. Yeah. Okay. But we're working with word stamps now. So moving on. Okay. Let me put that on a small block. Make sure it's not going to, yeah, see, it's going to fall off because I use it with my hands all the time. Okay, let's do. I'm going to use Shark. It's kind of like a gray color. So let's use that one. A blue gray, I should say. Spread that over a thin layer on my gel plate. There we go. And now we're just going to tap, tap, tap. Okay, let me just do one more and then I will hold it up to the camera so you can see. So there is that stamp right there. And up here and also up here. There we go. Oh, hello, Kim. How are you? Oh, you're new here. Oh, we love newbies. Yeah, glad you're here. Ask any questions. And for those of you who are new, this is episode 71 of Monday Night Live. The previous 70 episodes are available on our YouTube channel. That's the best way to find them. Sorry, I just realized I had Mattints on my brayer. Gotta wipe that up. So that is really cool, actually. Very cool. Now what I'm going to do, let's just do some regular stamping. I'm going to bring in archival ink. That did turn out really well, actually. Okay, let's bring in archival ink and let's stamp some of these, shall we? Pretty sure. These are lovely. Oh, I like the fleur-de-lis. Let's use the fleur-de-lis, shall we? Let's do that. Okay. Get my stamping block here. Perfect. Okay, let's do oh, that's fun. I'm going to do an upside down one here. I don't know if putting an upside down fleur-de-lis, if that's a no-no, I don't know. But Julia is a rebel. Oh, that's fun. Definitely fun. Yeah. Okay. So I'm using an archival ink, and the reason why I wanted to use the archival ink is now I want to come in and paint with my Mattints. Just going to squeeze a little bit out on there. Let me grab a smaller detailer brush. This probably isn't small enough. But now I can come in and you can add some color detail to stamping. And you won't lose any of the detail on your stamp because these are clear. Okay, let's do this one up here. This one has lighter stamping on it. There we go. So you can see that. Yep. Yes, I do. Most inks do work well on top and underneath Mattints. I wouldn't suggest, like an archival ink works well. If you're using a water-based or water-reactive ink like Distress or Catherine Pooler, you could get some reaction to it just because obviously there is water in these and it will reactivate your ink. So I do tend to use the archivals, any of the archival inks. But they work beautifully as paints. And because they are so liquid, I don't have to add water to them. I don't have to add water to them, right? So because they already are quite runny. And the more layers you put on, this was the first one I did, the more layers you put on, just the richer and deeper the color is going to get. So if I was to go dry and do this over again, it's going to get darker. You can already see the difference between these two. This one's 2 layers, this one's 1. Yes, they are. And when I was talking to Leandra about these, when these came out last year, she actually developed them to be used with PaperArtsy infusions. I'm not going to do that tonight. I have demoed that before, but they work really well with PaperArtsy infusions. Yeah, they mix really well. You can mix these with paints if you want, but they work really well, extremely well with infusions. So you can see which ones I've gone over more and the ones I haven't gone over less. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Kathy. Let me just grab that and put this up here. So Kathy's asking if you can, wash that off, if you could paint a stamped image with the Mattints, then use it as a resist for inks. Yes, you could. Yes, you absolutely could. I don't have any sprays here, but yeah, you absolutely could. Now, one other thing, because you know I can't resist stencils. Here's another stencil that I picked up. I'm just going to put that over to the side. So you can, oh, here we go. Hang on. I got to grab, here we go. Applying it through a stencil with a blending foam. I'm just going to move that down. You can do it. You have to be very careful because, like I said, these are very runny. So what I do is I like to tap it, and then you don't want to run it. You don't want to rub it through your stencil. You do just want to tap. So this would be another way of building up a resist. Like you could put this through your stencil and then let it dry and then use it as a resist. You could spray over top of it. You could, let me grab this one. Should have got all my colors out to begin with. I say this in a lot of my classes when we're putting paint through stencils, less is more. You can apply more paint through. You can't remove it once you've made a blobby mess through your stencil. And I tell you that because I have been there, done that, and will probably continue to do it because I never learn. Oh, here's glow. Let's use jam. And like I said, if you are using it through a stencil, just make sure you wash your stencil right away because if that matint dries on there, oh, look how fun that is. That's fun. If you, sorry, I just need to do that. Yeah. If you let it dry, it is a glaze and it will dry really good on there. So whenever I'm using them through a stencil, I tend to wipe my stencil on both sides just so it doesn't dry and I'm having issues later. But look how fun that is through a stencil. So if we hit this with some heat. Look how gorgeous that is. So pretty. And it just took a little bit of heat and now that is completely dry. So I'm going to bring that stencil in because I feel like I need to add a little bit more up here just to kind of even it out. Not much, just a little bit. This time we'll only use the jam just because it's in that one corner. And if you're wondering if you can wash these out, as long as you don't let the matint dry on your foam. As soon as I'm done this, I'm going to take it to the sink and wash it out. There we are. Just added a little bit up on the top there. Now what I think I'm going to do is I am going to overlap it down here. I'm going to use a completely different color though. Let's use, what should I use? Nutty. There we Again, just going to pick some of that up on my foam. And we're just going to tap that on. And I've got a little bit more down there at the bottom. That is so much fun. Just going to see if there's a little bit more left on my foam, and there is. So I'm just going to take that, because it will match really well with my card. I'm just going to run that along the edge. Just add a little bit more to the edge of the same ink, or not ink, sorry, matint. So you can see how I've added it just along the top there. So, and just for fun, let's add a little bit of gold. Just going to add a little bit of gold splatter, because you know I can't resist a good gold splatter. Add a little bit of water to that. Let me grab my brush. Just pick up some of that gold. I don't know if I can ever finish anything without a little bit of splatter. I don't know if I actually can. It always seems a little unfinished for me. Okay, and because I have a little bit of gold paint, I'm just going to add it right along that edge. It's not going to cover up that matint on the edge. I'm just going right along. This will also help bring that card together. Hit this with a bit of heat. Just going to run that right along that edge. Now, if you're wondering, can you splatter with the matins? Yes, you can. They're runny enough, you probably wouldn't have to add any water. But I guess it just depends on how big or small you want your splatters to be. And I've got one more edge to add some gold to. There we go. Let's hit that with just a smidge more heat. Yes, gold splatter is my Wink of Stella. I don't use Wink of Stella. I never have. Brianna absolutely loves it. Okay, I'm going to grab, I've got a bunch of these Better Press sentiments. Oh, look, I didn't even plan that. Look at how gorgeous that looks. Look, oh my gosh. But let's see. Well, maybe black will help pop a little bit. I don't know. What do you think? Black sentiment? Purple sentiment? What do you think? What are you thinking? I've also got blue. Maybe blue. Oh, do you know what? I like the blue one. That's really pretty. You are part of the beauty in this world. Oh, gorgeous. And like with a lot of the things I make on Monday Night Live, this is probably going to end up in somebody's online order. That is what, oh, Jennifer says purple. Oh, I have a yellow one too. Thinking of you every day. I don't think I like that one. It tends to disappear. Definitely not the black. The black seems a little harsh. Just a little bit harsh. I like this one. I like that one. That one's so pretty. So I'll glue that on. Oh, look, I found another one. Julie, you just have to stop. Just stop. No, I like this one. Let's just go with that. I think this is the favorite thing that I did tonight. I like this. Okay, let me just glue this down, and then I'm going to bring back that rainbow one that I did. Just going to add a little bit of glue on my sentiment. Here we go. And let's place that Here we go. Right here. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I always say this. Every new stencil I get, it's like it's my favorite stencil. Okay, let me bring back in. I gotta say, I love that. That's so pretty. But this is also really nice. And this one is also very nice. So I'm thinking, hang on, I know our time is almost up, but I do want, this is another stencil that I really love. This one is called Deco Feather. Clean up some of my mess. I feel like I need to do something with this. And I've been having so much fun applying it through the stencil. The rainbow is really pretty. I tend to agree with you. And then I saw somebody's comment, this is very beachy colors, and I could not agree more. So let's just add a little bit to this one. And what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a bit of a tone on tone. Let's do tone on tone. Okay, so let's start with glow. I seem to keep losing glow. I know it's, oh, here it is. I know it's here somewhere. They're not going anywhere. My desk isn't that big. Okay, so let's do a little bit of glow because that was the one I used down here. Glow. Okay, try not to move the stencil too much. There we go. Glow, let's use squeezed. 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 Next up, the pink. The pink. Jam is next. And lastly, dragonfly. There we go. Look how pretty that is. I'll probably end up doing the entire card. This stencil wasn't going to be quite wide enough, so that's why I started with one. And then I'm going to shimmy it over and fill it up for that background. But look how fun that is. Oh my word, I love it. So if I wanted to do it, because this is a repeating pattern, I can just move it over. There we go. Just had to find the right spot. There we go. So I can just move it over and then start again and do it all over again. There we go. But how fun are these? Okay, let me just finish this off and then we're going to close out. But before we do, we're going to do our giveaway. So don't forget about that. Definitely going to do our giveaway. So hopefully you've been commenting because that is how it picks our winner. So let me just finish this off. So if you were not here at the beginning, we are doing a giveaway. And the giveaway is whoever wins will get to choose one color of the matins. However, we thought, well, what if somebody has, I think I missed a color, but that's all right. What if you have all the matins? You're like, I have all of them. I don't need any more. What we will do is we will also give you the choice of one of the Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous Stencils. So, oh my gosh, I love it. There we go. Yes, Rhonda, that's correct. Yeah. So let me put that up on the screen. Sorry, I keep waiting for Brianna to put it up on the screen, but I know she can't. Okay, so here we go. Just to confirm, because of the glaze, when dried, set is permanent and won't reactivate. That is correct, because it is a glaze. But look how fun that is. Oh my gosh. I said I was almost done, but hang on. I can't not do gold splatter. Okay, this just needs some gold splatter. Let's move this one out of the way so I don't make a mess of it. There we go. Gold splatter. Let's do some. Going to do some peacock feathers. There we go, peacock feathers. And let me grab a sentiment out of my little container here. And I think this is the one we'll use, the pink one. Oh my gosh, how fun is that? Put a little bit of glue on there. And let's do that. I will be probably adding some gems to it after, but there we go. How fun is that? Oh my word. Those were fun. And this one was just me swatching it out. And then I loved it so much we turned it into a card. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, so let me, the craft stacks. I just bought more. So fun. Okay, hang on, everyone. I just need to share the screen. Hopefully I remember how to do this. Share screen. Here we go. Okay, giveaway tool. Okay, fabulous. You can see the giveaway tool. Can I just, there we go. Okay, here we go, everyone. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? And don't worry, Brianna can't win. If her name comes up, somebody will just run it again. Megan Denoy. Congratulations, Megan. So Megan gets to choose. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Megan gets to choose a color of matte tint. There we are. There I am. Megan gets to choose a color of matint. And if you've already got all the matins, Megan, we'll get you a Stampers Anonymous stamp in, or stencil, sorry. Stampers Anonymous stencil instead. So there we go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my demo using Mattints from PaperArtsy. Lots of really cool ways you can do it. I didn't even show you all of them. Like I said at the beginning, they do have adhesive properties, so great for coloring on the back of collage paper and gluing it down. Absolutely perfect. Now, for those who asked, here it is on, and I'm sorry, I didn't have really good acrylic, but it does stick to the acrylic, the acetate. It doesn't come off unless you scratch it. This I can scratch off, but there you go. There you go. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And don't forget, if you want to watch a replay of this or any of our previous Monday Night Lives, you can find them all on our YouTube channel. And it's great. If you're going to be there, you might as well subscribe to our channel because we post other content there too, and you'll get notified of when we do. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you again real soon.